What's up, everyone? So you guys know, you may or may not know, but next week I am heading out of the country. I've got my whole wedding trip planned, so I'll be gone for 2 weeks. So that means I got to get this place ready, and for me to be away for 2 weeks, make things as easy as possible. My man Jerry will be staying behind to, look after things for me while I'm gone. So I am prepping him to know exactly who and what to feed, as well as making everything as easy as possible in quarantine. Make sure the least amount of stuff can go wrong as possible, because I won't just be able to hop in my car and 5 minutes later I'm here and able to fix something. I'll be halfway across the continent. So we will get into that and show you guys what I plan on doing here. And it should be a fun one. Okay, so for starters, I am moving everyone that I want to move before I leave. And we are buttoning up quarantine to make sure that there's going to be no problems. I also have some tanks left open, so Jerry has no problems with people trying to attack each other or anything like that. With that being said, disregarding quarantine, I made sure that, on every single tank, we've got air stones and we've got sponge fit filters and pass-through. I'm going to go ahead and give everything a deep clean to make sure they are all running smoothly before I have to go. Just like this, sometimes that little pass-through hose gets clogged up with dirt and I got to restart it. So I'm going to do a fresh clean on things like that. Make sure our sponges are all good. Make sure, the tops of drip trays aren't, covered, and that they can, pass through, because sometimes you'll get some like fish poop or algae building up in here, and sometimes it'll overflow. Speaking of like socks trays, gonna go ahead and replace all the socks so you don't have to worry about that. So we've got that one on the main system. We've got the socks on this Stingray tank, so I'm going to go ahead and replace that as well. We have to kind of button up a few things on this dog bone. It is still giving us some issues, as you can see. We just need to figure out our plan and basically get this thing to shut down, and we don't really have that problem no more. But there's a lot more that is entailed with this, so we're just trying to mitigate the damages for now. All right, we got my main man Jerry over here. So, he's so gracious. He's helping me out, taking over for me when I am gone. So, Jerry, what is one of the biggest things that you'll be concerned about while I'm gone and you're here and you don't have me to come and help out?
Something with the main electrical system.
Yeah, like we just had that problem the other day with the big pump, and we had to figure it out. Turns out someone turned off the switch.
I told your dad about that. He said, well, I knew the switch was there. Yeah. After I told him.
So, after speaking with Jerry, we've got the whole quarantine thing figured out. He's got these guys on a water change schedule. He knows when new stuff comes in. He pretty much knows where I would place them, just like today. He got in some of these big imbunas and this tinfoil barb down here. And he went ahead and put them down in that tank. And then he got a little red-tailed shark down here. Now there was a little mess up. I would have waited on these guys just because we had this high fin that's going through quarantine, but that is all right. He'll just have to stay in here a little bit longer. But that guy is eating. That guy and the clown loach are going to come out of this 40 gallon. The rest of these guys are going up for adoption. So Jerry knows what to do. I am trying to get a bunch of these fish out of quarantine before I leave, so there's less, chances of something going wrong. As far as the system, there's a few things I still have to, bring Jerry in the circle for and tell him, like every day, this heater has to be reset. So, sometimes when both boilers go on in the heat, in the house, this one trips and it doesn't, start the heat. So you have to manually reset this heater almost once a day. We went through, tightened up all the plugs on this pond, so we know there's not going to be a leak there. What else? There's a couple tanks I'm going to clean the FX5 filters on, just so we know that there's nothing going to happen like these stingrays. We always want to make sure that they've got 3 FX5s running, they've got pass-through. Sometimes you have things like this to where the pass-through slows down, like I was talking about with them puffers. I'm going to go ahead and clean all these pass-through lines, get them restarted so they are a fresh flow. Same thing with the overflow on this 3000. That thing stops sometimes, but Jerry is pretty good with all that. One other thing that I really have to be cautious about is I want to go ahead and overfeed everyone. Jerry's going to take over the meat feeding for me. Basically, I'm going to have to write down a list, and you know, I'm gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the whole next week, and I'll have it broken down day by day to where, you know, Wednesday you feed the monster pond X amount of food, and you know, then I got to go through every single tank and get them onto a schedule for Jerry, and then he's going to go ahead and feed everyone as well.
I'm not sure about that. You're going to overfeed them, and then I'm going to clean up their shit.
Well, the filters will take care of that one. But that is for if for some reason feeding gets missed or skipped, or you decide not to feed them that night for some you know, unknown reason. Things do happen. But, you know, they'll be there to where they can, you know, go a couple days without eating and not really have to be concerned about it. So it's usually like 3 or 4 days in the monster pond. Then you'll start getting some people that are ornery and want some food. Of course, they've got the natural supply of cichlids and whatnot. But these are all things that you have to be cautious about. And, you know, you have to prepare for. With something of this size, you can't just let these fish fend for themselves for 2 weeks while you're off vacationing, you know. You have to have a plan to feed everyone. But I think we are in a good spot. We still have to talk about a few more things that I'm going to button up. And then it's just a matter of making that plan come to light. All right, so me and Jerry are going over stuff. You know, if there is an emergency, he has a way to get a hold of me. So now we're having to get him set up with his Facebook, get him in contact with me on Facebook, because I won't have, you know, normal cellular service down there, but I will have Wi-Fi. So Jerry can call me through Facebook. If, you know, emergency comes up, he does have a way to contact me.
No, I'm like that guy on Jurassic Park where if I reach for the screen with the electronics, give me a fish any day.
All right, we got Jerry all signed up on Facebook, so he's able to now contact me when I'm down in Mexico. Some of the other things that we want to basically get done around here, I want to go ahead and clean the cartridge filter on the monster pond, just so, you know, he doesn't have to worry about that when I'm out. There's a couple things with the outside ponds. Go ahead and clean both of the skimmer boxes really well, because if you don't, you know, do that, they'll be getting clogged every single day. So I can do a nice deep cleaning on those skimmer boxes, and, you know, buy him for probably 2 weeks, so won't have to really do that again until I get back. So that is another plus there. Okay, so along with all that stuff, you know, it's super nice being able to work with someone who's been here for, you know, over a year now, and Jerry's kind of in tune with things. He just has to take over a couple bits and pieces that I would be doing. So now the next thing, I got to go to the store, stock up on fish food and stuff. So I want to try and get him an abundance here, so that whole cooler is packed full. And then of course I've got this freezer right here, which it's probably about halfway full. I will go ahead and stock this the rest of the way. We've got like salmon, whole fish, there's some cod back there. There's some, you know, bloodworms and stuff. But we're going to pack this cooler even cooler than it is now, just so Jerry has enough food to feed for 2 weeks. And I won't have to send him or my dad to the grocery store to be able to pick up fish food. So that's a little bit of things that I can prepare for now and save these guys a lot of time and effort as well. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was kind of just an informational one on what we have to do here at the rescue to prepare for a long trip. Well, we got the next week to actually do it. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we will catch you on the next one. As always, stay fishy, my friends.